So there's bodies on Earth now. And once there are bodies on Earth, there becomes the need for energy so you can have a purpose. Purpose is motion. The planet Mars is a symbol of energy and vitality and ambition for all those bodies on Earth. So you have all these energetic bodies on Earth with all this ambition. It's going to be some pain or violence or even war if there's no guidance, if there's no higher code of conduct. And this is represented in the planet Jupiter, which is next on the evolutionary experience of the human being. Jupiter gives you a handle on concepts to apply, such as morality and righteousness. It's a guide. And you would think with all that guidance of righteousness flowing through Jupiter and onto Earth, that human beings would not have any obstacles. But although we all know that is not the case, we have obstacles here on Earth, and that is represented through the planet Saturn. Saturn is the planet with the rings. Jupiter was the largest planet. That's why it's able to expand your morality and your capacity for righteousness. But Saturn, with its rings, symbolizes obstacles and unfulfilled desires and limitations. And running up against obstacles is something you encounter on Earth, mainly death. The reality of Saturn is that we die. You have to deal with it. You have to deal with death itself. That's reality. It reminds us of our connection to the sun, where consciousness started. That Saturn limitation structure. In that evolutionary tour, we got into it a couple days ago with Brother Mac, in an anecdotal way, meaning sharing experiences about the outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. And we spoke about unity in the collective, the lack of it, and the need for it now, the need for change for the original people on the planet Earth to have collective unity and have one mind of righteousness. And to do this, we have to use mathematics and science, our critical minds, to navigate. That collective unity is what Uranus is trying to get us to do and to apply here on Earth. Uranus is about breaking free of the box, that box of Saturn, limitation. Brother Ali teaches on stepping outside the box and seeing what it is. And Brother Polel brought it to our consciousness that we live most of our life in boxes. We're in the womb, which is like a box. We're in the hospital, born in a box. We go to school, we're in a box. We use a box to make this call on the cell phone and download this class. Your thinking's in a box. And the more you vibrate your energy and balance out your energy with some Uranus energy, the more balanced you can be and more you can break free from those boxes that limit you, your limitations. Uranus is one of the outer planets of the solar system, so it represents profound transpersonal energies. Because the planets that we discussed earlier in class represent personal energies, the evolution of the ego, almost you could say, of the self. But once you get to these outer planets, you're thinking about the collective, the transpersonal. And we're speaking of the solar system, which consists of the sun and all the other objects that rotate and gravitate around it. Uranus is the seventh planet from the sun. It is mostly made of hydrogen and helium and ice. Temperatures around negative 224 degrees Celsius. It's the coldest planet in the solar system. And in the interior is mostly ice and rock. I guess it would have to be, I know it has to be the coldest planet because Uranus teaches us and shows, and when we apply the energies, it shows us how we can I guess you can say coldly or without any emotional attachment, look at things outside the box. And when you do this, you're able to use your mathematic and scientific mind. It takes Uranus 84 years to go around the sun. That's a long time. And since Uranus represents thinking outside the box, it's no mystery why social change or collective change takes so long to occur. Uranus represents transpersonal energies. A person, meaning your identity, yourself. The transpersonal is a phenomenon or experience in which the sense of identity or self extends beyond the trans, beyond that means trans. The identity or the self extends beyond the individual or personal to encompass wider aspects of the collective and also life and also your psyche and also the whole cosmos in general.